Welcome to the Gary Abbott YouTube channel. Today, kind of recapping and giving you some new info and some upcoming events and a little bit of everything. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. This is about the villages and a little bit about some other stuff as well. But let's go right to what I want to talk about. I put out two videos earlier this month. Buying in the villages. It was a two-part series, one about new homes and the second one about buying pre-owned homes, kind of the MLS. Things for you to know if you are purchasing. I got a great comment from Laura, who just recently is moving to the villages and looking for a home, and she's done her research. But she made me aware of something that I was not really aware of, and I didn't mention in my video, so I thought I would give it to you because it's such a good comment. I know I mentioned that if you looked at pre-owned, you couldn't find the bond payoff amount. And if you don't know anything about a bond, see some other videos about bonds. That's a bigger topic. But I was always like showing on new homes the secret code to go out and find out how much a new bond was for the new homes. Laura pointed out that the bond balance is listed on the flyer on the pre-owns under the villages. So if it's a pre-owned under the villages, the bond balance is listed. And let me just show you really quick. I picked a house here in the Shady Brook. If you click on it, you get to this page where you can see over here, there's both the map and the flyer. Click on the flyer and it will take you, and on the flyer, under home features, the fourth bullet down, bond payoff, $35,893. There it is. I hardly ever look at the flyer. I usually just open up on the website, look through the pictures, look through the description that's right there on the website. But now, hey, you got a new way to look at the bond balance. This will become really helpful if a house has been built 10 years ago. This house, because it is in Shady Brook, is relatively new, so most of the bond balance is going to be there because it works like a mortgage. Smaller principal amount in the early years, more in the later years if it wasn't paid off. And no doubt they would advertise it if it's paid off, because some new homes, the buyers pay off the bond when they purchase the house. They just don't want it. They don't want it over their head. They're just going to pay it off. So don't be surprised. It isn't always about whether you live up north or south. You can find homes paid off in the south as well as in the north. Now I want to go into the next thing that leads me to two things in the villages. I just want to tell you that 10 years ago, 12 years ago, I was a runner. I actually used to run. And when COVID came, I kind of stopped. And here's just some pictures of me running races, had a lot of blast, ran some trail races, believe it or not. Ran all over the place, and I'm just showing you that I was a runner. COVID came and I kind of stopped. Oh, this picture is me and my mother-in-law, who my mother-in-law was a good cheerleader, going to my races along with my wife, cheering me on. Here she's wearing my medal of my half marathon. So I really enjoyed this. As some of you know, I had a heart attack in 2021. During COVID, I just stopped running altogether. Then after stints and medications, I kind of stopped. Well, last month I got cleared by my cardiologist that I could go ahead and take up running again. Now, I'm much older. 10 years ago, I was a lot younger. I'm much older. So I went out, got my Apple Watch, which I'm a Garmin guy. I always use Garmin, but I finally said, I'm going to try the Apple Watch, and I found a great app WorkOutDoors, which gives me all of this. Now, I started with steps, just doing steps. And then after I got cleared, I started running. Now, I'm finding some new aches and pains, so I'm not running as much, but this leads me to where I'm going. On this app, I'm just going to tell you, this app is as good as my Garmin stuff on the Apple Watch that keeps track of whether I'm walking or running. And this all goes to something in other videos I used to talk about. In the villages, I go for an early morning walk. Well, I like to keep track of how far I go, or how many steps, or how many miles. Runners like miles, they don't like steps. We like to keep track of whether we went 3 miles, 2 miles, steps. I did get into steps, and that led me to all of this. Coming up is the Global Running Day. And in the villages on June 3rd, they're having a little event that you can register for. This sounds like a lot of fun. From the Olympia recreation area, you can run or walk at any pace. You have to register for it. I think they're giving away some socks if you finish it. This sounds like fun. For me, who likes to walk and start running, this is a great event. It's only 2 miles, but it'll get people out and doing things. I'm just going to caution you, we're now into the season where it's 90 degrees. Get out early in the morning. I'm one who starts walks at 7:30, 8:30, no later because of the heat. But it leads me to something else. The fit clubs in the villages, and they're at different recreation centers. You can see at the bottom of this, recreation and parks. They're offering 3 months for $100. Might be a good time to pick that up, especially if you want to get back into it, want to get into the gym, use the treadmill, use the elliptical, which is much easier on your body, kind of get in shape. This is a great thing, a special opportunity to really kind of try out the fit clubs. If you're there in the villages during the summer, this is a great offer, in my opinion, to kind of jump back in. And if it's too hot, you didn't get your walk in the morning, you could go to one of the clubs that are located in the recreation centers throughout the villages. I just wanted to bring that up. It's kind of a neat thing. I didn't want you to miss out on it. And I was like, it kind of, for me, it all fits together. It just really fits together. So that leads to those fun things that are happening in the villages. Now, this kind of ties in with walking or running. Is I like to put on headphones and I like to listen to audiobooks. And so this leads me to my recommendation on audiobooks for free. For free. It's the app called Cloud Library. And you can get audiobooks, pretty current ones, great. I've listened to 4 or 5 already for free, ebooks and audiobooks. And I love out for the walk listening to audiobooks. I'm into murder mysteries or that kind of thing. There's one catch. You got to join the library. I went to Sumter County Library and got my library card. That's what I did. It's all free if you have a library card. Through the app, you have to register that you have a library card. It's through the library cloud services. I love it. I thought I would pass that on. I know there are so many walkers in the morning. I see groups of walkers, individual walkers. If you're out early enough, I can see plenty of runners out there. I love the audiobook. So if you're interested in that, join the public library and get your free audiobooks of some very good current books. Take a look. And the final note, what I want to bring up is something I did a while ago. In the newspaper, the Village's Daily Sun, there was this like open house chart. And it was for map. This was a map. And it had like 15 homes in Middleton that they had coordinated for one noontime to 3 o'clock, I believe it was on a Sunday, I got on my golf cart. I visited a number of these homes to kind of get a feel for the difference in Middleton if you're not a 55 plus. Also, to get a feel for the homes. Some of the homes in Middleton are just called different names and they're available in the villages. But I want to let you know that the open houses are a great opportunity if you don't know where you want to live or the type of house. These homes, the configurations were much different than in the villages. 2-story, some of the 3 bedrooms, they actually had the bedrooms larger than the ones in the villages. They really have made it for families, so you'll see some unique differences, but I met some great people doing that. If you see something like that, that was for noon to 3 o'clock, and I kind of traveled around with certain groups of people, and we had, oh, you're going to like this one, you're going to like that one. It's interesting to do that. And it got me a sense of the villages in its totality outside of the 55 plus. There are some of the homes that I went into are the same homes that you can get in the villages if you decide to build. So I just want to throw that up there. Do this if you get the opportunity. I do recommend in my other videos that open houses are a great opportunity to see different homes, different styles, different setups, different lots, so you can get a grasp at what you really want. So that's really my tips for today of what I have done, what I'm telling you that, hey, things you might want to consider. If you like this video, like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And get ready for the hot weather. Hey, I read in the newspaper we need 30 inches of rain to get out of this drought. So let's hope every afternoon, as it usually does in June and July, it usually pours at some point. The problem is sometimes it's not in your neighborhood, it's some other neighborhood. But we do need the rain. We're coming up onto rainy season where it seems like clockwork. 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, we're going to get a thunderstorm. Hopefully we get that water back and we get out of this drought. My lawn is not looking the greatest. I'm hoping my lawn guys can keep it up. I've called them already once. Hopefully they can keep it up. Let's hope for some rain. No big storms, but we just want some rain to get that deficit away. Again, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.